Hi, I'm Walter. I go to Acalanes High School, and I am going to be shooting my second and final milestone video. This milestone shows that I completed the build, which means that since the first milestone video, I've made the hilt, the blade, and put all the electronics inside the two. This milestone required a lot of new parts from the last milestone video, so I now have all the plumbing and PVC I need to complete the build. So these two were plumbing supplies, and then there is this plastic and clear plastic PVC, which I sanded down with 800 grain sandpaper to make the blade, and the hilt was just all metal, like plumbing supplies. This taught me a lot about electrical work because I had to fit it around different parts inside the hilt because I was working with very limited space and I didn't have that much time because I was on the 2-week program. I learned how to do problems on my own because I didn't have a guide to go after because we switched from a battery pack to this portable charger. So the guide which we were using before no longer applied, so I had to do things my own way, which was tough, but I think it helped a lot to teach me to do things on my own. And I learned a lot about like sawing because I had to cut all the PVC at like angles and different sizes and measure it all out, and I had to cut metal. And there's just a lot more construction on this milestone rather than the coding and electrical work that I had to do on the first one. So now you can see that the neopixels are in the tube, so I can power it off, power it on, and then I can, so that's the on, and then this is the off, and then this is the party mode. So this is all powered by the code in the Arduino, which I talked about in the first milestone video. It was on GitHub. I had to go up, look at that, download it onto the Arduino, get some libraries from the internet to make all the different functions work. And that all looks really good because I have a layer of packing foam on the inside. With this sanded, you can barely see the strip. So it looks like a matte sort of finish, so everything's hidden. One of the major challenges I faced was that some of these parts did not come in the correct size, so I had to use tape and hot glue to fix that. And I had a lot of different like proxies I was supposed to use to hold things together, but we didn't have access to that, so instead I used super glue and hot glue, which was very difficult because you had to hold it in place for a lot of time before it would set. So it was super stressful trying to make sure everything was lined up because it has to be one straight line, and there's multiple different spots you have to glue on and attach. So there's different points of like stress on the blade, and I had to keep it strong without like compromising any room or space, and there's just so much I had to fit inside, and it was very difficult. But after like looking up like solutions on the internet and trying to figure out things on my own, I think it turned out really nice, and it's got you can like move it around. It's pretty sturdy. But yeah, the only drawback is that you have to have this battery pack on the side, but it was a great project. I learned a lot about electrical engineering and construction, and I had a great time.